This episode, we're looking at verb tenses. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. In today's lesson, we will identify and use past, present, or future tense. Write sentences using past, present, or future tense. When you write or speak, the tense of the verb used in a sentence or paragraph must be regular and consistent. Verb tenses identify the time period when an action occurs. They also show the relationship between events that happen at different times. The simple tense, past, present, and future, are the most basic forms. The past tense is used to describe things that have already happened earlier in the day, yesterday, last week, 3 years ago, and so on. The present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or things that are continuous. The future tense describes things that have not yet happened, for example, later or tomorrow, next week or next year, 3 years from now, and so on. The following table shows the proper use of verb tenses. So here we have English verb tenses. We have the past, present, and future. In its simplest form, I studied English yesterday. That's the past tense. I study English. That's the present tense. And this might be something that is happening continuously, and we still refer to it in the present tense. Future, I will study English. It hasn't happened yet. Ways in which the simple past tense can be formed. 1. Adding ed to the base form of the verb. Example, connected, searched, repeated. So, today I connect, yesterday I connected. Let's make that real. So we have a plumber who comes to connect the water pipes to the main that is down by the road. So that happens today. So we would say, the plumber connects the pipes, but yesterday the plumber connected the pipe. So when we're making reference to the past, we would in this case add ed. Number 2, second way. When the base form of a verb ends with one e, we drop this letter before adding ed. Example, relate becomes related. Drop the e and add ed. Prepare becomes prepared. So today we prepare for such an event, but we have already prepared for the event. Thirdly, if the base form of the verb ends with y, we change this letter to I before adding ed. Fourthly, many verbs form their simple past tense by doubling the final letter of the base form of the word before adding ed. While those are regular, we have irregular forms as well. So, irregular verbs. Some verbs do not form their past tense by adding ed. These are all irregular verbs. And here we have a little table. Simple irregular verbs, present to past tense. Present and past. Today I begin, yesterday I began. Bite, bit, can, could. Choose, chose. Drink, drank. Eat, ate. Find, found. Fly, flew. Give, gave. Hear, heard. Hide, hid. Keep, kept. Lose, lost. The other side now. Make, made. Meet, met. Ride, rode. Run, ran. See, saw. Send, sent. Sit, sat. Sleep, slept. Speak, spoke. Take, took. Teach, taught. Tell, told. think, thought. The verb be in different tenses. So in our last lesson, we had looked at the verb to be. So here's the subject now, and we have these pronouns here listed in the first column. We have I, we, you, they, he, she, and it. So we would say, and here we have the present, past, and future. So I am presently, I was in the past, and I will be. So let's see if we can make this real by using a sentence that has to do with school. I am at school today. I was at school yesterday, and I will be at school tomorrow. So in that case, using the subject I, we can put the verb to be in the present, past, and future forms. What about we, you, and they? These are all plural forms of the what? Pronouns that are subject pronouns. So we would say we are, we were, or we will be. So let's make this one real. We are at the cricket match now. We were at the cricket match last week, and we will be at the cricket match next month. He, she, and it, these are all singular forms of subject pronouns. So he is, he was, he will be. She is, she was, she will be. It is, it was, it will be. Now for our activity. Activity 1. Write the past tense in the spaces provided. 2. Find your answers in the puzzle. Words only run across and down. So we don't have any words that are going diagonal or what? Sloping or slanting. So here we have steal. So the past tense would be what? Stole. Wake, woke, ring, rang, sing, sang, swim, swam, blow, blew, draw, drew, fly, flew, grow, grew, throw, threw, buy, bought, fight, fought, teach, taught, bleed, bled, feed, fed, feel, felt, keep, kept, meet, met. Now we have to turn to page 26. Activity 2. Identify the error in each sentence, then rewrite them using the correct tense. Number 1. My mother told us interesting stories that we all listen attentively. Now, if I was going to fix this, I would have it like this. I would say, my mother told us interesting stories that we all listened to attentively. Past tense. Now, how do I know that I should use a past tense? Well, if we start talking in the past tense, we should continue speaking in the past tense. And in this sentence, it says, my mother told. That's happening in the past already. The next verb that I see here, that we all listen. Now, listen is in the present tense. So I need to change that to the past tense so that I have consistency. I'm using the same past tense right through the sentence. If I don't do it, then this is what they call tense shifting. So I'm going back and forth between the past and the present, and that is not how we would want to have our sentence structured. Number 2, when I was young, I am very afraid of the dark, but now I realized how silly I was. Again, when I was young, I am very afraid of the dark, but now I realized how silly I was. Okay. So when I was young, past tense. And then, now I realized how silly I was, past tense. But look, when it says I am, if we go back to our table, we see that the am would be in the present tense. So to keep it nice and consistent, then we need to change that I am to I was. If we do that, then the sentence would sound like this. When I was young, I was very afraid of the dark, but now I realized how silly I was. Number 3. The sports commentator described the football match so vividly that we all felt that we are there. That one is easy. We need to change the are to were, because let's look at the word that gives this away, described. So the sentence is already in the past tense, so we need to continue, and are would be present tense for a plural subject. So now we need to change that to the what? Plural verb representing the past tense, which would be what? Were. So let's go with this. The sports commentator described the football match so vividly that we all felt that we were there. Activity 3. Rewrite this paragraph, changing the verbs in bold from simple present tense to simple past tense. On the first day of summer holidays, a bright sun wakes me at 5 o'clock in the morning. Annoyed, I get up, shut the curtains, and creep back into bed. I fall asleep soon after and sleep deeply until I hear loud knocks on my door. They interrupt an amazing dream in which I fly a spacecraft and speed with my crew to rescue a dying planet. Now the words in bold are wakes, get, shut, creep, fall, sleep, fly, speed. So what's the past tense of wake? Wake, woke. Past tense of get would be got. Past tense of shut is shut. Past tense of creep, crept. Fall, fell. Sleep, slept. Fly, flew. Speed, sped. Activity 4. Write a paragraph entitled A Trip to the Blue Mountains. Select a suitable verb tense and use it throughout your writing. Alright guys, in this episode we looked at verb tenses. Now tenses are important in that they tell us the time an action took place. It could be happening now, as in the present. It could happen in the future, or it could have happened in the past. Please do activity 4, talk with your teachers, and see you in the next episode.